During our research, we found out that most training institutions have a hard time during the student selection process. With this in mind, we decided to come up with a solution to this by developing a software that would accurately select students to respective courses in real time. What this also means is that training institutions would save time and cut costs during the selection process since the admission is automated and also real time. This further means that, based on the criteria set by management, you will be able to make accurate selections to the courses that the applicants apply to based on merit. Management can get the admission status at any time they would wish to do so, after or even during the admission process. This software can be used by a wide range of training institutions, provided they are post-secondary school institutions. For example, colleges, universities, and TVET selections. The Emmachev real-time university admission software is a web-based system that automates university selection to Kenyan universities in real time. For example, if a university sets the deadline for application of the self-sponsored or parallel program students to be at 12 midnight, it will literally get all the students admitted to various qualified courses even by 12:01. There's no need for a university selection board. The software accurately does that for you. Various criteria can be integrated to ensure the university gets the required mix of students admitted to respective courses. These include KCSE performance, gender, county of the school of the applicant, or other previous certifications such as diplomas and certificates. Now let us go a little in-depth into the technical bit of things. Let's assume that two students are applying for the same course. Student 1 scored a B+, while student 2 scored an A-. Both students would like to take the same course, which can only accommodate one student, but can also be said to accommodate any number of students when they apply at the same time. A good example would be if student 1 finishes entry of the grades first, and since admission is real time and both students are competing for that one slot, student 1 will therefore be selected. Let us confirm if this is the case on the database. Please note the serial number of student 1 so that you can follow along smoothly. As you can see, the student selected for this course is student 1. You may ask, what exactly happens when the second student completes his or her application for that particular course? Didn't they get a higher grade than the first student? And if so, how will the software handle the selection? Who will be selected when applying for the same course? Now watch what happens immediately student 2 finishes his or her application. When you look at the database records, keenly look at the admission status. Note that immediately student 2 finishes applying, student 1 is removed and replaced from that class where they had been selected by student 2. Notice the new serial number. What happens when student 2 clicks clear when they need more time to ponder on the best course to settle on? Let us take a look at the database status again. Notice how student 2 is removed from the class while student 1 is reinstated to their first choice from which they were displaced. This software is set in a way that it allows multiple course selections. In a scenario where student 1 moves on to select their second choice after thinking through their choices carefully, and student 2 decides to finally settle back for the initial course which he or she cleared, you may wonder, what happens? Let's go back to our friend the database. As you can see, student 1 is now being admitted to their second course choice, while student 2 is readmitted to their first option again. Given that both student 1 and student 2 have a mean grade of A-, and moreover, student 2 has a distinction in a relevant diploma from a credible institution, if student 1 scores slightly higher in KCSE than student 2, it goes without saying that when student 2 makes the application, based on merit, he or she deserves to be selected over student 1. Isn't it? Let us see if this is the case. As you can see, the student selected for this course is student 2, despite having a slightly lower grade than student 1. I hope you have enjoyed following through with this demo. This is just a tip of the iceberg on what impeccable solutions this software is capable of offering. There are other several selection criteria such as gender and the county of the school of the applicant that have not been touched on this demo. Depending on the preferences of an institution, different criteria can be used to create a synergy so as to get the precise mix required by the university. Thank you for taking your time to watch this video. Have a fruitful day.